Both streams are active. Let's do this. Yeah, that's right. Also, I figured out how to get rid of the automatic save state that loads every time. Alright, everybody, welcome back to my live Let's Play, trademarked by 24 E-Man. And we are on SSN. So, first, we want to start grinding our way through here. I am but a solitary traveler. My sole companions and friends are Pokémon I caught on my journeys. So let's battle. Oh gosh dang it, I wish I had a water type I could actually attack with. Okay, so my team haven't played in a bit. Let's use Nidoking. What? What the hell? It was nice to give them extra XP. Or yes, I will switch back to Magikarp because when I was playing off camera to get the thumbnail, I was able to evolve it into Gyarados, which means I'm really close to getting there on this save. No, that does not mean I've been playing it off camera on my main save. So, for those who don't know, I have two of them. One for when I'm streaming, and a second one for when I am playing on camera. Oh, crap, it's not that effective. Okay, Growlithe 2 can play that game. This should work. Oh, come on. Chat, think about it. Because, you know, fire... because wind can blow up fire, I'm creating a gust of wind, so therefore I should be able to take it out. Alright, let's go. I was able to level up Pidgey. That's nice. My friends. Also, the trainers here are... Let's go! I evolved Pidgey. to set up my chat monitor in case that one goes down. Alright, since I had successfully leveled up, gotta take a sip. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Oh yeah, we have successfully evolved our Pidgey. I believe in one of these. Yep, now I remember. So, just a reminder, we can always go there if we need to heal our Pokemon. Now, I recall there being some loot in some of these rooms. Like, for example, this here, the Super Potion. That will come in handy for some of the later battles. And also, we need to look into trash cans. That was something very underutilized in the original Gen 1 games, but was fixed in the remakes. Come on, man, my Sailor's Pride is at stake. This guy thinks he's Vegeta. Alright, sent out Horsey. In response, I will send out my Pikachu. Which, funny story, my Pikachu ends up being a higher level than my own starter. Chat, how the hell did that even happen, am I right? Because usually the starter is supposed to be the over level one. You come back. Let's go Magikarp. Now, from what I remember, or from what I've heard, they absolutely nerfed Gyarados into the ground because they gave it a low special attack stat. At least I think that's true. Come on, Pikachu, let's see you get through it. Let's go, that's my goal. And get one-shotted. Yes, we're going to keep rotating until it evolves. It's not that good, but I want to complete the dex. Or I want to get as close to completing it as I can without, forcing to become the main part of my stream. Because I know you guys wouldn't want to watch me grinding just for a certain Pokemon. You'd rather see me playing through the story. Oh, I thought it was gonna get one-shotted. No. Okay, good. Thank God that didn't hit. Like I thought it would. Because if my Pikachu got poisoned, I would crash the fuck out. Remember to use code YEETMAN, guys. Spirit sent me. We got more money for winning. You know what they say about sailors and battling. So he sends out Shoulder. And in response, I will send out Pikachu. What? Okay, so it's one of those multi-hit moves. That being said, I gotta take it out in just a few hits. And get one-shotted. We defeated another sailor. Made some easy money. So now we just gotta go through and look for the captain, as well as get more XP. Hey yo, what do you mean I like fight the kids at you? Pause. Percy thought I would rotate into Pikachu. I swear, games like this do not age well. Alright, here's a question from my Gen 1ers out there in the chat. When would you evolve your Pikachu? As for me, I would say somewhere around level 25 to level 30. Because the thing about Pikachu is you want to learn the majority of its moves before you go to evolve it. One-shotted, you're trash. Let's see what we got next. But one thing I was really hoping that would get fixed in the Switch version of FireRed Leaf Green is the trade evolutions. Like, it's not as much, it's not some sort of bug, but it's a problem nowadays because they didn't add online features, and you know, not everyone plays Pokemon. Like, it's still massive, but not as big as it was back in the 90s to early 2000s. Because this isn't like back then, where everyone was playing all the same games. Even us sailors have Pokemon too. Alright then, let's battle. Yes, Tentacle. You poison the chew, swear to God. Oh, come on. Get paralyzed? That's how you do it. Let's switch out again. If this doesn't one-shot, I'm gonna be mad. Let's go, you're trash. We just defeated Huey. Right, a TM44 has rest. I'm probably gonna give that to my Jigglypuff, but the reason why I caught one is because I was trying to catch it out here, so I did a bit of off-camera grinding to catch it, and my other save, and that did not work. If it tries to touch me, it's getting poisoned. That is, if it can pull off a physical maneuver. One more peck. Got him. Defeated Philip. And now, Magikarp only has to gain one more level. Right, it says all its Pokemon are from the sea. So, what we have to do is put in Pikachu. I really need to heal. Something I did not make a good habit of doing earlier in the playthrough was making sure I had potions. I always thought, oh, I'm too good for that. Let's use Thunder Shock. Come on, don't hurt yourself. Let's go! Crit. Super effective. Tentacle is down. 190. Remember, always rotate. Alright, Staryu, time for some revenge. I accidentally hit the button. See, that's what I don't like about the way this game is designed. It's that you could easily go to the menu just by accidentally hitting the trigger. Let's continue through here. took out that fisherman. Also, I need to start making sure I'm ready for battles because I'm pretty sure you guys know this, but I think it was starting with Gen 3. You started losing money every time you lost. Actually, does every Pokemon game do that, or just Gen 3 onwards? When I beat Misty, I was actually out of money. Alright, got us a Nidoran. Poison me, I swear to God. Weak. Got him. Always gotta rotate. Let's try Charmeleon this time. You poison my Charmeleon. Alright, you're getting burned to death. Well, you better pray I have an antidote. If I don't, it is on site once I figure out how to rematch. You got lucky there. I'm not the waiter. Bonjour. The waiter on this ship. I'll be happy to serve you anything you please. Hello? There's someone... I accidentally pushed the button again. Battle me, kid. What about you? Alright. Hello, Pokemon. You? Yep. Pretty big fan. Because I want to make my Charmeleon catch up in levels, I will have it through most of the battles. Did I just hit a crit? No, it would have said it. Correct, Tyler? I collect these Pokemon from all around the world. Alright, let's battle with them. Pidgey, so the best matchup here would be Pikachu, which I somehow over-leveled. Chat, do you ever have those moments when playing any sort of RPG where you over-level one character and it's completely overpowered compared to the rest of your party, other than the MC? Switching back to Magikarp. Alright, first off, we need to heal our Charmeleon. I know it's a bit of a waste of a Hyper Potion, but it's all I've got. I know I need to stop that because later on it's not going to be so easy. This Ember should take care of it. Get burned. What? Okay, come on. I need an antidote. Can he stop? Brother, I am live. Sorry, my brother always forgets I am a streamer. There's TM31, Brick Break. Which, if I had to guess, that's most likely a fighting type move. Alright, so here are some of those berries. We found a great ball. I might try to catch Abra again with that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is one of the few moments where I might use save states. It's like, I'm not completely above that, but it'll depend on what I'm doing. I've journeyed far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. So like this. Okay, that there is Snorlax. And in order to get around it, we will need the Pokeflute. Check out what I fished up. Okay, that's likely a hint towards implying water types. Goldeen, everyone knows Magikarp's better. Take that back. If we're talking payouts, that what? Are you kidding me? It is one shot right now. Chat, we just did it. We have reached our goal, so now I no longer need to grind it. That will now be done in battle. So why does it keep surviving till 1 HP? Does that thing have a focus sash? Wait, were those even in this game? Focus sash combo has to be one of the most evil things you can do in a Pokemon game. It's like, you could have some like a Rattata or a Bidoof, and then make someone think they're about to win, just to be met with your Pokemon only at 1 HP. Let's go! Congratulations, your Magikarp evolved into Gyarados. Gyarados learned Bite. Competing against the young keeps the youthful. Oh, what a perfect test for my new Gyarados. And it has Intimidate. Sadly, I do not know any water-type moves, meaning I am most likely going to get one-shotted. And since I can't really do anything with that, I'm going to switch to my Nidoking. Then once I get out of the battle, I'm going to give it my TMs, see if I have any water type ones. Found some Stardust. What does that do? Was that item you can sell? Alright. Let's go through here. Alright, we got Water Pulse, Roar, Bullet Seed, Shred. Alright. Let's teach that to Gyarados. Now we have good fire and electric type coverage on this team. Wait a minute. That's the same guy from earlier that teaches us how to catch a Pokemon. It's the same sprite. I don't believe I saw you at the party. I mean, yeah, I just got here. Right. Dawn sent out Rattata. Wait, Dawn, could that be Dawn from, what is it? I want to say Gen 4? Get one-shotted. What? I have the advantage. What the hell? So now you remember you're paralyzed. We defeated Dawn. Got X attack. See, that'll be useful because the thing about Gyarados is it doesn't have a good attack stat. But it has a good special attack. It doesn't have a good special attack stat, but it has a good attack stat. And I believe that water was made one of the special types. Someone in chat correct me if I'm wrong. It's blue. Or green. Imagine seeing you here, Red. Were you really invited? So how's your Pokédex? I already got 40 guns, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. I don't know where, but I saw a video of someone debunking his claim of actually catching 40, and it turns out he was wrong. Because it would have been impossible. He sends out Pidgeotto. Wait, let's lower its attack. Then rotate. Not very effective. Now I'm about to show you something that is very effective. Get paralyzed. And then one-shotted. I said get one-shotted. What part of get one-shotted don't you understand? Right, now for this one, let's send out Neopon. Because fighting is effective against normal type. So a lot of theorists claim this is where Gary's Raticate quote-unquote dies. What do you guys think? Did it die, or was it just a coincidence that we happened to meet him at the Pokémon Tower? Which is where we will be going in this episode. I don't remember, is fighting effective against Psychic, or the other way around? Stop fucking spamming disable. It's not gonna do shit. Get crit. War totals, so I choose. Damn it, my Pikachu is down. Fine, I guess I'll take it on with Nidoking. forgot I had the type disadvantage. But it's not really gonna make that much of a difference. Now I have the level disadvantage. But the level isn't everything. Oh crap, I hit the wrong button. Also, fun fact about Pokemon Yellow. Losing, or not losing, the outcomes of rival battles actually determine what the Eevee evolves into. So, next time you're replaying Yellow, just remember that your skills can determine your rival's starter. Now, if memory serves me right, it's this one. Yep, I was right. Pretty sure I already went through these. Yeah, what? Me personally, I'd have to say a strong one because they could be rare, but that doesn't mean they're good. We both have Intimidate, but I have type advantage, so get one-shotted. One-shotted again. Super effective. Because I'm pretty sure I missed 2 other level ups. Feel it in my veins. You shouldn't have looked. Seasick. Whew, thank you, I'm feeling much better now. You want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prized cut technique if I weren't so good. I know. Count this, it's a hidden machine. Teach cut to your Pokemon, and you can see it cut anytime. Yeah, the trees in Vermilion. Now that you mention that. Also, a fun little detail is that as soon as you grab that, you can hear the horn, meaning the boat is about to sail. Or maybe it always does that. So guys, we have just made it off the SSN and are now making our way over to Lavender Town. Or at least that's where I think we're going. I'll be honest, I completely forgot the sequence of events in Gen 1. Seconds, I will put in my girders. Let's battle. Follow it up with a water pulse. Alright, I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. How you like that? Alright, so... What do you mean Mankey can't learn Cut? Fine, I'll teach it to Nidoking. Alright, chat. Which move should we replace for Cut? I will let you guys decide. I'm thinking we replace the leader. What do you guys say? Right. Everyone left, so I will have to make the decision myself. I choose to replace Lear. So that's going to be done. Dylan, like, oh crap, I forgot how sensitive my mic is. We were able to hit twice. If you poison my boy, it is on site. Let's finish the fight. Let's rotate into Pikachu because we are going up against a flying type. We have not only level but also type advantage, so that should one-shot. Boom, called it. What is this? Right. So... I believe... Okay, I thought I had... Oh. Sorry, chat. Get off the damn corner. That route is blocked by a Snorlax. But because that route is blocked, we have to find the Poké Fruit. I forget where it is. Chat, where is it? Get one-shotted. 6, 7. Alright, let's get rid of focus energy for Thrash. Nope. Alright, now... Oh wait, I forgot leveled up, so I gotta take a sip. Oh, what the hell? Don't do this to me. Use cut. Let's go. So that there is why I'm not going to depend on Thrash too much. Yes, it is a pretty overpowered move, but also, you know, you get fatigued from using it, so I gotta be careful with it. Alright, let's battle Braxton. There's Magnemite. I believe my Gyarados should work. My Charging Port went loose. Use Water Pulse. Come on, don't do this to me! Yes, let's go, it's still a hit. That was electric. But we want to battle with as many different Pokemon as we can, that way they're evenly leveled. Because that's a fire type, I think we all know the obvious matchup. Also, somewhere over here, I want to try and catch a Growlithe. Because Arcanine is pretty good if you evolve it at the right time. Because it's one of those stone evolutions. Or at least I think it is. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. And get one-shotted. Now let's see how long it takes for me to catch one. Also, this would be a great opportunity to grind. I'm pretty over-leveled here, so that is something I need to watch out for. Because if I try to catch something, then I'm most likely going to one-shot whatever I'm going for. Remember how I say don't really depend on save states? Well, when I'm trying to catch Pokemon, that is one of the rare moments where I will use them. Get one-shotted. I would like to see a Mega Nidoran. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I doubt we actually got that in the games. While I'm here, I should switch into Mankey because we want it to level up. Ooh. Yeah, now I remember why I don't use it. Alright, we'll see about that. Pikachu, meet Gyarados. You got lucky, kiddo. See, eventually it was gonna hit. Here is one of my complaints about this game. It's the uneven type distribution throughout the region. That's supposed to affect me how? Alright, one last try. Got him. See about that. Get one-shotted. Well, fucking me, I'm not very effective. Did you see that? Let's go, 400 XP. Use Thrash again. Get one-shotted. It would be so funny if I actually solved this on the first try. There's only trash here. So, by a process of deduction, hey, there's a switch under the trash. Turn it on. Alright, chat, where is the second electric lock? Is it random each time? Rat. look it up. Alright, so it says that the next one is directly adjacent. So it's probably found it. Oh my gosh, I bet so many kids back in the 2000s really struggled with that. Just for that, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my W for this stream. Okay, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat. Not with your puny power. I tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis. The same as I'll do to you. We'll see about that. Alright, he heads out for Voltorb. I choose the Nidoking. Use Thrash. Oh, you motherfucker. Come on, don't hurt yourself. No. What I meant to do. Hey, at least I was able to land a hit that time. Poison. How does Thrash miss? Oh, come on. Critical hit, let's go. Not very effective, my ass. Nope. Watch as I potentially one-shot his right shoe. Oh, I forgot it keeps that ability. Alright, technically I wasn't able to one-shot it, but I got pretty damn close. Okay, come on, that should have been enough XP to level up. Alright, there's the Thunder Badge, I believe. Okay, then. Alright, contains Shockwave. So just like that, we have successfully defeated Lieutenant Surge in the Vermilion City Gym. So now, we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center. If I can find it. Then heal up and continue our journey. There we go. Who here has made the mistake of spamming A after she got done healing your Pokemon? Because I remember doing that as a kid when I was first playing this game a little bit on the emulator. Because I originally played this version since I wasn't a huge fan of the black and white Game Boy graphics. Because I was the only time I was like, okay, why does it look like that? I don't like that. Okay, this Bell Sprout, I don't have time to switch. So I'm going to just get through here. Wait a minute, that's a grass type, so according to real life logic, a cut should finish it. Just as I thought. Yes, now we're moving into Charmeleon. Super effective, my ass. Come on, buddy, wake up. Don't do this to me. Come on, wake up. Yes! That's how you do it. Like that, we defeated Jasper. Win, lose, or draw. Hugo. Sends out Poliwag. Alright, Poliwag. I believe that is a water type. So, I choose Pikachu. Super effective, we win. Normally I would take a sip, but I ran out during the Vermilion City Gym. Get one-shotted. So funny how pretty much everyone is level 25 except for very few of my Pokemon. do you mean not very effective? Isn't that a water type? Not water type, electric type? Don't hurt yourself. Fuck. That's my boy. Now let's switch to Gyarados, which I am proud to have finally gotten this episode. Because now I could do one of the easiest one-shots here. Or at least I think I am. About to. Okay, I got pretty close. Don't hurt yourself. God damn it. Luck is not on my side today. God damn it, the opponent had type advantage that time. Okay, that was a pretty unexpected win, but I'll take what I can get. Let's forget Scratch, because it's not really that good of a move. Also, Fury Swipes has more hits, so that's why we want that move. Yo, we got a Drowsy. Chat, should I catch it? The game has spoken. I'm gonna look up how to get the Poke Flute if no one tells me in chat. Wait a minute, now that we have cut. We can go to that one route. What appeared. No, I actually wanted that. Okay, fine, you can take out that one. Don't one shot, damn it! It would be so funny if, while I was grinding, I ended up getting a shiny. What does the shiny Diglett even look like? Again, I would normally take a sip of W here, but sadly I have run out. Not to prevent me from accidentally killing him. Magnitude 6. What does that even do? Right, I only have one Pokeball. Yes! Oh, I got scared for a second. Is it going to keep just spamming dig? Again, ground type doesn't affect flying. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Get one-shotted. Level up, let's go. Again, cannot take a sip because I had just ran out. Wait, where am I? Yeah, it's crazy how small this world is. Why do I hear someone whistling the theme? Hold on, chat. I have to go use the bathroom. Alright, I am back. Wait, what is this over here? Interesting, that's great to know. Alright, so we need to make our way back over to Cerulean. First off, let's heal up. Sorry guys, I have not played Gen 1 games in a long time. Or I have not been in Kanto for a long time is what I'm trying to get at. So because of that, I am not really familiar with the map. Actually, I don't really play that much Pokemon. You know, I really need to get back into the habit of playing those games because they are really good. It would be so funny if I got a shiny around here. Here I am, one-shotting everything. double your level. Critical hit, let's go. XP, it's not a lot, but it's a start. How do we keep missing? Keep in mind, I had just gone to the Pokemon Center. I knew I shouldn't have forgot Scratch. Come on. I got places to be. And I went the wrong way. Great, just great. Finish it. Let's go. Okay, I just realized I was going the wrong way. Super effective. Yeah, one-shotted. If I can find out what determines the XP values, I can break the game. Right up. Get one-shotted. Let's go, I'll level up Mankey. It's not the best fighting type, but it's good to have. Because it did come in clutch that one time. Critical hit. would have been useful earlier. Oh, come on. Now paralysis cares whether or not it works? This is bullcrap. Because like, there's the it's super OP against your opponent, but whenever it's used on you, it barely works. Come on, I needed to hit one more time. Let's go, we got that last hit. Wait a minute, is this? Okay, chat, I think I might be lost. Stop spamming leech life. Critical hit? Where was that earlier? Yeah, I'm in the wrong area. Alright, so I'm gonna try to backtrack my way to Celadon. Because if I can make it back to Celadon, then I should be able to find my way to Lavender Town. Oh wait, that's right. Now that we're at the Route 2 gatehouse, one thing I need to do is get the HM Flash. What? Okay, I'm gonna look up a guide on how to get it. Wait, I think I know where that is. So that should be over here. What? Is this it right here? Yes, I have. Now, chat, who should we teach Flash to? I'm thinking about teaching it to Pikachu. Oh, but you know, Pikachu is the only one able to learn Flash. So now that Pikachu has Flash, we can make our way over to Lavender Town. No, I went the wrong way. Oh. So that's what that does? One thing you should know about me is I am not the type to back down from battles like that. Even if it's some wild Pokemon, I'm not gonna run, because I need to get my XP up. One-shotted. I know it's technically 2 hits, but whatever. It was one move, so it still counts. I hate the way this trigger is put on there, because I'm accidentally pressing it whenever I rest my fingers. Again, so close to getting a one-shot, but within the same move, so it still counts. Yep. Bro, if I encounter a shiny, that would be insane. Yes, I know the odds are extremely low. I used the wrong move. Suffering from success. Can I just get out? One-shot it. What? Didn't I already battle them? Alright, then I guess I didn't. It doesn't really matter because I'm way too over-leveled for this part. Pikachu, use Thunder Shot. Got him. Yep, I'm not switching because we want everyone to have a good amount of XP. Because this just might be my team to take on the Elite Four with. Oh wait, now I remember. I went around that one. And I also went around that one. Really, a Weedle? You get one-shotted by a pack. You know what? I'm gonna stop using Nidoking against you. Like that. Starting to see that my Charmeleon is under-leveled, so I'm going to be using it. Especially since there's a Grass-type gym coming out. And that should get me decent levels. I forgot that road is closed. I'm not very fond of the guards in this game. So if you get a Meowth in this part here, you can get some pretty good loot. Okay, so before I go through with this, first I must heal up, because we are going into a cave. Right, so now we are finally beginning to make our way to Lavender Town. Sorry I kinda got lost earlier. But we're back on track, and I'm going to show you what we have to do. So basically, we're going to take the same route over to Viridian, except we're going to cut this tree down, and there goes everyone. Now we're going to get into a few battles before we get there. You're a Pokemon with it, you're mine. We'll see about that. One thing I've realized about how poison works in this game is that every time that happens, 1 HP goes down. Because there's one guy, and he made it to the Pokemon Center at the very last second. Now, luckily there is one on the way to the route that the cave is on. So if I can find that, then I should be able to either heal or bring back my Charmeleon. Oh, come on, that was so close. Scratched. Let's take that out with an ember. Let's go. Please let that be an antidote. Or aerial ace. Let's see what that does. If it's good, I will teach it to... Right, so we are able to teach that to Pidgeotto. Alright chat, I'll let you guys pick. That is, if there's anyone there. Alright, no one's here, so I will replace Tackle. One thing I don't really like is the fact that TMs can only be used once. But, you know, it's something you have to get used to in these games. Because it has to make you think about resource management. Alright, if he keeps spamming Leer, I might be able to win this. Alright, he just used focus energy, meaning I have to lock in here. Let's go, I just finished him. Onyx is dog shit, so this should be easy. Hey, one thing I don't like. Hey, Colorado boy, welcome in. You made it just in time. Because right now I am on my way to Lavender Town. Let's go. Yep, that's right. I'm gonna have to get me a Pokeball so that way I can catch me a Ghastly. Let's go fight this guy here. Now, of course, I will be trading off camera, that way I can get some of the trade evos, such as, what is it, Panther, and that's the stage 3, I think that, oh, Gengar, yeah, so I can get Gengar and Alakazam. Also, check this out, I did a bit of grinding, and I finally got it. And get one-shotted. This game has an XP share, but you have to earn it by catching 50 Pokemon, and it splits it between all of your team members. And why the hell does this guy have a level 21 Charmander? That should be a Charmeleon. How stupid do you have to be to deliberately refuse to evolve your starter? Also, hello, boy. In case you're wondering, if you weren't there for the starter, I chose Charmander. Oh, my super bug Pokemon. Really, bug types? The type that's weak to pretty much everything? Watch this, even my under-leveled Mankey can beat you. That's the thing, it is kind of rare to see starters outside of battle. Also on the SSN, one guy has a, what is it? So one guy on the SSN has a stupid text-to-speech. I will say, one guy on the SSN has a Squirtle. That's let's try the water type starter. Foresight, what does it think I'm gonna do? Alright, since Charmeleon's almost down, I'm gonna switch over to Pikachu. Use Thunder Shock. That should make quick work of it. Now my enemy is paralyzed. And fucking great. Also earlier I learned Flash because I spent a little too long backtracking to look for it. Why do I need that? You guys are gonna find out in a few minutes, or whenever I make it to the place I need to be. Come on, finish him with a quick attack. Let's go! Counter is down. Great, now my Charmeleon is down. Ah, crap. My mic's too sensitive. Growl doesn't do shit. I have type advantage. Well, that was easy. So later on, we're gonna need to go here to catch one of the 3 legendary birds. Alright, I'm gonna open up Twitch and check that out. Good timing, I know, right? And he wonders why I hit Mom's elbow. Now he knows why. Now let's avoid that battle. I would have... Oh, fuck you. Speaking of Pikachu, now it's time to show you guys why I went backtracking. So this here is why. Now, Mankey is going to be really useful because rock or fighting is effective against rock, and we're in a cave right now. Because whenever you're building a team, you need to take the matchups into account. Pokemon fight, ready, go! What the hell? Oh my god! Here he sends out Cubone. Alright, Cubone is out of my level range, so I'm going to put in Nidoking, which I have been grinding since my encounter with Misty. What type is this? There was some pretty evil foreshadowing putting in a Cubone. Because if you know, you know. I would go for catching him at shot, but I currently do not possess a Pokeball. I have a Great Ball, but I want to save that. let's switch over to Pikachu for the type advantage. Only 57 this far in the game? That is bullcrap. Got him. Even though there is no such thing, but like they say alcohol, when we change your personality, it only reveals the worst of a person's value. When person's value is still accountable, so they're aware of that. I'll have to talk about that after the stream. Oh, if you ever see me covering my mic like that, it's to reduce the chance of it picking up mom or dad. Come on! Well, at least it paralyzed him. Yeah, it's pretty tough. So I'm trying to stream so I can get out of here. Work cut my hours, so this is all I have. Alright. So, chat, here is my current moveset. What should I forget for Thunderbolt? Yeah, the store isn't really doing that well. We used to get 100 extra hours a week because the sprinklers weren't working, so they always had to have a second person there. But they solved that problem, but never gave us back our hours. But here's the thing, it's not really working as it should, so we kind of need those extra hours back. Anyways, what move should I forget? I'm thinking forget Quick Attack. Because here's the thing, you can't forget HMs. Wait, hold up, I think I might forget. Strong electrical attack, okay. It's a better version of Thundershock, so I'm going to forget Thundershock. So now I just need to get the stone so I can evolve Pikachu into Raichu. Get one-shotted. Oh, it was right there. That would have been useful earlier. I hate how easy it is to access that menu. Because out of nowhere, while I'm resting my head, I will accidentally hit this trigger. I don't often come here, but I will battle you. Alright, fine, I'm gonna kick your ass. Alright, she sends out Oddish. I accidentally pressed X. Yeah, that ain't gonna do shit. Burned. Finish it off with Scratch. Nidoking is now level 28. Let's go. Also, here is another example of a random trainer having a starter. Which I think is bullcrap. Because if I could only have one of them, then there should only be one of them in the game. The only other time I should see any of the starters is when I'm fighting my rival. Oh crap, my Nidoking is now confused. Please don't hurt yourself. Fuck! Great, I don't have any potions on me right now, so I have to hope this hits. Come on! God damn it! There we go. Another trainer with a starter. What is up with that? Also, how many times have we met this guy? One thing I need to get is more water moves for Gyarados. Let's try Bite and see if that does anything. No, it does not. We defeated Pokemaniac Steve. We're starting to make big money here. Hopefully we can afford the Dratini at the game corner. Because if we can afford that, it will be the new Pokemon I rotate at the start of each battle. Because it will later become a Dragonite. Let's go! Super effective. Come on. Let's go, the attack missed. Follow it up with the Metal Claw. Got him. Oh, why won't it let me view the clip from my phone? No! Also, Colorado Boy, I would like to let you know that you are currently my top clipper. that's not much of a surprise, considering most of the time you are my only viewer over on Twitch. I was so close! It was just one step away. Get one-shotted. Come on. This tower goes a long way, kid. Yeah, don't you think I'm aware of that? Use water poles. Yeah, it's funny, I was just talking about you being the only person, then another one shows up. What a funny coincidence. No, I'm not going to switch. We're going to keep spamming water poles. More XP, rinse and repeat. That I might have one of the strongest teams in the game so far. No, I'm not switching. Come on, let's see if water pulse will work. Okay, it's not as effective, but it still did good damage. Come on, I was so close. Ha! That is so funny. It got taken out by a mere tackle. Let's win this battle, and then we will continue. Onyx versus Gyarados. Again, one thing I've always said about Gyarados is, one thing I've always said about Onyx is, I hate how the show makes it seem so cool, but its stats are absolute dog shit. Yeah, most people probably watched Indigo League and expected Onyx to be super OP because he was Brock's ace. Just to actually play and find out he's trash. Also, the physical special split kind of did nerf a lot of Pokemon by giving them not so good special attack stats or physical. Like, for example, I believe they nerfed Gyarados. I'll have to check the stats. But let's look here. See, like, look here. Look how they nerfed my boy Gyarados. He normally has a special Normally have an attack of 68, but a special attack of 41. But let's look at the others. Pikachu, I mean, it's kind of close there. See, now, they did buff some of them, like Charmeleon. They nerfed. Wait, hold up. Is fighting and ground one of the special types? Okay. So fire, water, electric, grass, ice. Okay, I want to take a screenshot of this. Okay, there we go. It is applied for fire, water, electric, grass, ice, psychic, dragon, and dark. Yeah, so it nerfed. It nerfed Nidoking and Mankey. We found an escape rope. I doubt that we'd need it. Alright, let's put in Gyarados again. Gonna have to use an ether on Water Pulse because I tend to use that a lot. Outsiders like, you need to show me some respect. We'll see about that. Throw Gyarados. Teach this guy a lesson. Yeah, see, like you're saying, it's sort of like when you unlock the boss as a playable character. It's sort of similar to when you get to play as Magus in Chrono Trigger, which, by the way, I did a playthrough of to honor the late Akira Toriyama. Because when you get Magus, it was... Alright, Gyarados is trying to learn Dragon Rage. Alright, let's forget Splash, because that literally does nothing. Alright, my 3DS is fully charged now. Oh! Okay, that is absolutely broken. It's not very effective. Yet it one-taps it. Did you know you could avoid... Yeah, that would be useful if I was able to keep those as items. Go Gyarados. Use Dragon Rage. Oh shit. No, I'm not going to change. I don't know why I hit the button to do it. Why haven't I gotten the kill with Dragon Rage? Does it? Did it do only percentages? Or... Shit! Why is this thing so damn sensitive? Okay, I would have my mic set to push to talk, but there's a problem. See, I can't just reach over to my laptop to hold down a button while I'm playing my game because I need to always have both hands available.
Why you actively push to talk when they're arguing or whenever you're
Dude, shoot! If I had... The best way to set that would be if I had sort of remote for it. Then again, you know, that would be hard to use. But yeah, I always have to take my chances. Alright, he's charging. Oh my god. Please don't pick up, please don't pick up, please don't pick up, please don't pick up.
Or even trying to push down now.
What?
Put it on push to talk.
I can't. There's no way to do that. I have 4 more water crosses. Let's go, critical hit. We're making good progress here. Okay, maybe I need to start running from battles. Now I'm starting to run out of PP on my good moves, so that's why I'm running. Just yet, because those are just for emergency situations. Wait, do I lose anything if I run? Oh shit, I'm in the wrong area. Nothing wrong with one-shotting another Geodude. One more, and then I'll start running away. Because here's the thing. If I start using them, am I even going the right way? Judging by the fact that I didn't just trigger a battle, I guess I am. No. My repel just wore off. Now I found the way around. Alright, come on, Dragon Rage. Why does it never one-shot? Stop the cap. Actually, now that I think about it, pretty much everyone had to do that because in the early 2000s, the internet wasn't as accessible as it is now. So, we didn't know we were supposed to catch 10 Pokemon and go to Route 2 to find Professor Oak's aid to get Flash, but navigating through the cave is very impressive. I bet you probably had to go through a lot of repels. What, next you're gonna tell me that you beat the water temple in Ocarina of Time without a guide. Yeah, I really do miss that era of gaming before the internet completely took over. Because games were a lot more challenging, as you weren't able to look everything up. Damn it, now I regret. I love how Doves managed to hide so many adult jokes in kids' games, like right there. Yeah, well, I would give anything to go back to those. I mean, that's kinda what it's like on my streams. Because I either have to find stuff myself or through word of mouth from my chat. Follow me. What does that do? You act like that's supposed to do something? Got him. Right when I thought I could escape a battle. So let's use the metal claw one more time. Got him. Now, if only I had one more repel. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to stock up on those once I get to the end of the game, so I can catch my roaming beast. And since I picked Charmeleon, I think that I get Suicune, which is, I think, the only one that can't run away from you. And yes, before you guys ask, I know that I'm not supposed to save when they run away, because what happens is, during that session, if they run away from you, like, they're out of the game. No! Get her done, Charmeleon. A pearl? What is it with these games and foreshadowing? Oh, that reminds me. Remember that one moment in the Pokemon anime where they start saying the game title? It was Team Rocket. Like, it's gold and silver, ruby and sapphire, diamond and pearl, but it's not black and white. Hold up, let me see if I have Pikachu. Yes, I do. If I'm able to get a capture card installed here, then I could play some DS games. Come on, Pikachu, you can do it! Yeah. Yeah, no, that is kind of funny. Come on, Charmeleon, we can do this. Also, when do I get Flamethrower? Please don't pick up, please don't pick up, please don't pick up. Please let there be a Pokemon Center nearby. No. Oh, that's crazy. In Scarlet and Violet, you have the option to choose to battle trainers. That is a nice option available to reduce the difficulty of the game. I like it when they give you options to make the game easier, but don't force it onto you. Because I think they know a lot of people do challenge runs. Fuck! Charmeleon, we can win this. Let's go. No, let's not change Pokemon. Use Metal Claw one more time. What? How did Metal Claw not work? Because one thing that a lot of Nintendo fans are saying is that Nintendo keeps forgetting that their main audience isn't really kids anymore. It's more people who grew up with the games. Because kids don't really want to play Mario, Zelda, or Pokemon, Kirby, you know, that kind of stuff. They don't really want to play games like that anymore. Instead, they play stuff not really for their age. I will admit it is kind of sad. But sadly Nintendo hasn't caught on. Alright, Charmeleon just learned Scary Face. What do we forget to learn it? Or do we just not learn it at all? Let's see what it does. Honestly, we're better off not learning it. Let's go, we defeated Clark. Also, I just realized I am 5 levels away from... Are you kidding me? Now, let's just say, I am only 5 levels away from a Charizard. No. Crap. I mean, the good news is my starter finally caught up to the rest of my team in terms of levels. Which I find kind of weird because that's the one you'd think that you'd use the most throughout the game. Let's go, I just leveled up. But honestly, having all of your Pokemon evenly leveled isn't really that bad. Alright, here we are. Cue the music. Me personally, I think that this was a lot creepier on the original Game Boy. And the reason I say it is because there's just something about the sound of it. Hold up. Okay, look, here is the newer one. Here, I guess the large percentage of people who play Nintendo games are millennials and Gen Z. And then I'm going to show you the OG Lavender Town theme. Oh, funny story. So, like, one time... Hold up. Please, for the... Are you freaking kidding me? It just played an ad. Alright, can you hear that very well? Why is my mic so weak? It only picks up my voice. But yeah, this here is the OG Lavender Town theme. Now, me personally, I think this one is better than the one we got in FireRed Leaf Green. I guess I'm just not that big a fan of... I'll tell you who plays Nintendo games more. It's clearly Gen Z and millennials, because today's kids, they don't really play these games. They're more into stuff like Fortnite or Roblox or stuff they shouldn't even be playing, like Call of Duty or GTA. Right, so let's make our way up the Pokemon Tower. Wait, is that... Hey, Red, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive? I can at least make them faint. Let's go. Alright, we'll see about that. Why is he missing one? Because I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks this, but the Game Boy Advance speaker sounds like shit. Because, like, when you get to Lavender Town in FireRed Leaf Green, it just seems like any other town. But when you get there in the original game, and you first hear that, like, you know that this is a really scary place. Because music really sets the vibe for the area. Get one-shotted. What the hell? Alright, if that doesn't take it out, I'm crashing the fuck out. Yes, I will switch to my Gyarados. We both have Intimidate. Because that's the thing about kids these days. You know, they don't get that many good games for people their age. They just play whatever's cool. And that kind of reduces my reach as a content creator, because a lot of people from school, a lot of people from the local school watch me, and that sort of makes it hard for them to enjoy watching me, because I don't play games like that. That is so true, but Fortnite has been trying to target kids lately, which I find weird as hell, because it's clearly rated T. I blame parents for this, because this has been a big thing with Gen Alpha, but parents just don't really care anymore. Back in the day, you had to actually go to the store to get games. And if you picked out an M-rated game, you would take it to the counter, and the person there would explain hey, this game is for adults, and would explain everything wrong with it. And you had to pray to God that you would come home with it. Oh man, I really do miss those days. But now everything's all online. The Switch prevents you from getting games that aren't within your age group. Yeah, but stores have stopped doing this because I remember one time I went to Vintage Stock, right, and I picked up a copy of Metal Gear Solid. And the game was rated M. Now keep in mind, I wasn't a kid at the time. So I was ready to go through there and check out and get the game. Like, I was so ready to show them my ID. Oh wait, are you gonna explain to my parents why this game is rated M? Are you going to convince them not to buy it for me? Now keep in mind, I did work for that game. You know, my parents promised me that if I were to clean the kitchen, then they would go over to Vintage Stock, and if the game was still there, they would buy it for me. In fact, hold up, I still have my copy of the game. Let me go find it real quick. Yeah, here it is. This is the game I worked for, and it has become one of my favorites. Curse, what the hell does that do? Oh, what the fuck? In fact, each year, or whenever I get the time, I do a replay of it because the thing about OG Metal Gear Solid is it's one of those games that is short but sweet. Anyways, I've gone a little longer live than I should be. So let's save here. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time.